of all, how does your results look like? If you have average results like the C's and the B's, then you should consider yourself looking at a less competitive colleges in Ghana. Now, let's say I'd like to explain the differences between the highly competitive colleges of education and the less competitive colleges of education. What makes a college of education a highly competitive one, and what makes a college of education a less competitive one? When it comes to competition, we are specifically looking at the academic status quo of the college of education. Let's take Brigham College of Education as an example. Let's also take Friends College of Education as an example. Let's take Kula. Now, all these colleges that I've made mention of, at the end of the 4 year stay on campus, students come out with amazing classes, like a good number of students getting about first class, good number of students getting about second class. Now, when it comes to the classes at the tertiary level, we have first class, we have second class upper, second class lower, third class, and pass. So these are the outstanding classes. And it will interest you to know that some of the colleges do not even attain pass. Some of the students do not even get pass. They are at least a second class lower or probably third class. And so this requirement makes most of the colleges highly competitive. And so when they are admitting students, they look at the results critically. They look at the number of students that attained the A's. And so if they are admitting, they look at how many students got A's. So let's admit these students first. And when they are done, they then come to the mid-range grades. So now let's say that this college of education have been given a quota. When I talk of quota, I'm specifically referring to the total number of intake that the college is allowed to admit. Please take note that all the colleges of education, the 46 public colleges of education in Ghana, no college of education in Ghana admits students more than 500. Take note of that. And so let's say if about 500 students have applied to Accra College of Education, and out of these 500, about 150 students got straight A's, and then the government have given this particular college, let's say, a quota of, let's say, 250. So if 150 students got A's, how many students are left? 100. And then now you come back to, let's say, the students who had the B's, the good B's and amazing B's. So if all these students are being selected, what happens to those who have the mid-range grades, even though they didn't fail, but then they have the mid-range grades? When I talk of the mid-range grades, I'm referring to like the C4, the C5s, you get it? The person didn't fail, but then the grades is in between. So this person might not gain admission to the highly competitive school because all the grades that are competing have been selected. They've admitted all those students as well. And so you don't fall in between that. So when you are selecting your preferable college, first of all, if you're a senior high school student and you're watching this, the first thing you have to do is to learn hard. If you're done with your senior high school and you're watching this too, then you should know the kind of colleges you're going to choose. You know, the voucher allows you to select 3 colleges of education of your choice. And so if you look at your grades, when you're selecting your college of education, don't look at the fact that, oh, I have a friend who attends Accra College of Education, I have a friend who attends Brigham, I have a friend who attends Friends. So for that matter, I would love to attend any of these colleges. If you're going to select your college of education based on friendship, then I tell you what, you didn't fail, but then at the end of the day, you might not gain admission. Why? Because you didn't make the right choice. You didn't follow the right procedure. And these are some of the things that increases your chances of gaining admission to any of the public colleges of education in Ghana. So first of all, please check your grades and make sure that you are selecting schools that befits your grades. Okay, number 2, high chances of gaining admission is how you input your data on the system. Most people, after applying, fail to even enter their 10-digit number on the portal. How do you expect that you gain admission? Most people also enter the correct digit, but they fail to input the 10. Let's say 9 digits. If the number is 02444444, they leave the last digit out, making 9. And so how do you expect that the the College of Education will reach out to you. The second thing is that most people fail to input correct valid email address. We are in a digital world, and as of 2024, if you're looking forward to attend any of the tertiary institutions, you should know the essence of a valid email address. Create one for yourself. Keep your password safe. These days, most of the tertiary institutions reach out or send information via SMS or email, and so it is very important. One of the most important thing I always do when I wake up in the morning is to go through my email and check if I've gotten anything vital before I even move on to the other social media apps. So make this a part of you, that you do well to go through your email address or your email before you even move on to the next social media apps. So please do well to create a valid email address. It is very important, and it also increases your chances of gaining admission. That is, if you've gained admission, you might go to your portal and realize that indeed they've sent you an admission notice. The last thing I would like to talk about is your application reference number. Please, application reference number is a 6 or 7 digit code that is always given to applicants right after applying. Some of the applicants may not get an SMS after applying. Sometimes most applicants get messages after applying, like thank you, we've received the application, blah blah blah. Most times too, some applicants don't get it, and they wonder as to whether if their application was sent successfully. If you do not get an SMS, the only thing that will make you realize that indeed your application has gone through successfully is the fact that you'll be sent an application reference number on the portal, that is on the computer, not on your phone. Right after submission, you see the application reference number will pop up on the portal, and that is where you have to quote it down. Just write it down for reference sake. Because when admissions are out and you've not received an SMS, you use the application reference number to check. And then if you gain admission, it is very easy for you to rectify that. So please, these are the few things I'd like you to know, and please do well to leave your questions or comments via the comment section, and I'll gladly respond to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name has always been Tim Lorty, and until next time I come your way, it is solely bye for now. Peace and love. Shalom. I'm out.